Who are you talking to?" Just when the two were arguing, a beautiful woman came out of the bedroom and poured her heart out to John about her loneliness. Anna urged John not to hesitate. After all, girls like this are rare. "Oh, and you're not Elizabeth." Anna's words left John puzzled. Even though the beauty had shown interest, he still followed Anna to the rooftop. During the conversation, John inadvertently expressed his feelings for her. "What did you say to her?" "I think I saw something. For real. I never claimed I was the only one who could do it right." Against the backdrop of the twinkling city lights, John slowly opened it up. His wife's departure nearly drove him into despair. That old wound had yet to heal. At this moment, two drifting souls seemed to find their harbor in each other, slowly drawing closer in the darkness. This previously faint feeling unknowingly grew strong and bright. So the next day, John took Anna to a mansion. Deep within the mansion was a fairy tale-like garden. It turns out John was a landscape designer. Looking at the strangely familiar scene, Anna softly recalled how she once dreamed of such a beautiful garden. Just as the two were getting close, an obnoxious phone call interrupted. She told John that the landlord agreed to a long-term lease, which meant Anna's sister had signed a waiver. The two rushed to Anna's sister's house. John wanted to get straight to the point, but Niece appeared out of nowhere, interrupting his train of thought. The two sat down to explain the situation. John lied, claiming he was an old patient of Anna's, but this lie seemed a bit fishy, all while Anna stumbled upon something. Her niece was staring at her, and Anna wanted to ask, but the niece dashed back to the bedroom to fetch some cookies. She handed one to Anna, and the sister was touched by John's story, but it was all too late. She couldn't afford the high fees and had signed a waiver last night. The hospital planned to cut off Anna's life support the next day. However, John completely ignored Anna's objections and told her sister that Anna was right there. Upon hearing this, the sister simply took her niece into the bedroom and then grabbed a kitchen knife, ready to force John to leave. No matter how he explained it, the sister thought John was crazy. But when she wrapped things up and headed back to the room, Anna emerged calm and accepted it all, but John wasn't ready to give up. He took Anna to a quirky little bookstore, and the owner immediately sensed Anna's arrival. "Are you guys stuck in a social jam?" "Wait, in a debate?" "Yeah, I can totally feel her feelings for you are a bit intense." "Really?" "No, I'm not, though it's red. Bright red. Awkward. Can we focus here? Can I see her first and talk to her alone? I promise no one will know." Right? What's the right question?" The pair still had no clue what the owner was talking about. Anna inadvertently found the photo that should have been at the hospital. It turned out John snuck it out to prevent missing her too much. Looking at the photo with her sister, Anna's heart finally collapsed, as it was taken when she had failed an exam. Back then, Anna wanted a retake, but her sister took her to a bar to drown sorrows. It was her first total failure. Anna gradually realized she dedicated all her time to work, even in the instant before the crash. She was still thinking about discussing her position as chief of medicine. Anna seemed to have never pursued what she truly wanted. She just wished to feel the bittersweet taste of love before the end of her life, even just a fleeting experience of love's fragility. So the two lay side by side, quietly gazing into each other's eyes, though they couldn't touch. An unspoken warmth passed between their near hands. It felt as if their souls gently embraced at that moment. When dawn arrived, John was awakened by the sunlight. Seeing Anna still there next to him, he resolved to take a brave leap for her. John first coaxed Alan to help him at the hospital. Once they arrived, Alan sensed something was off. After John pressed him repeatedly, he had no choice but to confess his entire plan. However, Alan continued to hold the belief that it was an utterly absurd performance, and the only thing he could utter was, am willing to do anything for you, but all of this is nothing but sheer fantasy. Subtitles. He was completely unwilling to believe that Anna truly existed. Even though Anne briefly believed in Anna's existence, he still did not back John's risky decision. Eventually, they reached the hospital room, but once Alan laid eyes on Anna, he froze. She was the same woman John introduced him to 3 months ago. Tragically, she had been in a car accident while driving, and it felt like fate had planted these seeds of irony, adding a touch of poignancy to their connection. But when they headed for the elevator, they were blocked by security. Alan stepped up to resolve the crisis, but unwittingly yanked out the oxygen tube. Eventually, under all the commotion, John froze in place, and Anna's figure began to fade. At that crucial moment, John rushed forward to give her CPR but was stopped by security, and Anna slowly lost consciousness. Just when everyone thought Anna's life was over, a miracle happened. The flat line on the monitor began to spike. With a fit of coughing, Anna gradually opened her eyes. Her sister was filled with immense joy, and John came over as well. However, Anna didn't seem to recognize the stranger. When John reached out to touch her, Anna quietly recoiled.